Well, meanwhile, an Overland Park, Kansas police officer remembered for his smile and dedication to the job has died of COVID-19. KBC9's Martin Augustine is at Overland Park Police Headquarters, where he tells us the officer was just a young man.
He was so very young. 23 years old was Officer Freddie Castro, who died of COVID-19 after struggling with that virus for 5 weeks. During most of that time, he was on a ventilator helping him breathe. That had been happening again almost from the moment of his original diagnosis of COVID-19. A police escort brought Officer Castro from North Kansas City Hospital, where he was receiving his medical treatment, to a funeral home here in Overland Park last night. His death, a terrible blow to his family and to his co-workers, who knew he was very, very sick, but who all had been hoping and praying for his recovery.
You know, he fought till this afternoon when it was time for him to go. I mean, he was here for 37 days, 35 of those days on that ventilator, and I tell you, to see what he has gone through and the shape that he was in, no one should go through that.
We are told that Officer Castro was always positive, always had a smile on his face, and he was doing a job he had always wanted to do. Reporting from Overland Park Police Headquarters, Martin Augustine, KBC9 News.
And the impact of Officer Castro's death is impacting a lot of people, including Assistant to the Chief of Police and Overland Park Police Department PIO John Lacey.
I'm hurt. I was one of the last ones to see him. I came to visit, and he was on a ventilator. I've never saw anybody on a ventilator before in my life, and it affected me.
As you can imagine, support is pouring in for Officer Castro and his family. Kansas City, Missouri's Mayor Quentin Lucas tweeted, "Rest in peace, Officer Castro. My condolences to his family, the women and men of the Overland Park Police Department, and the people of Overland Park." And in the Sunflower State, Prairie Village Police tweeted out that their thoughts and prayers are with the Overland Park Police family. Olathe Fire, may you find comfort in your memories of Officer Castro. Lawrence Police say that their hearts are heavy after learning of Officer Castro's passing, offering their thoughts to the Overland Park Police and the Castro family. And as we wait for funeral plans to be announced, we are going to continue to have more on Officer Castro's passing after his battle with COVID-19 on KBC and KCWE. You can see updates on our later newscast today. You can also find the very latest online at kbc.com. Meanwhile, we are watching the spread of the virus over the summer. In Missouri, the positivity rate is trending downward to 12.4%. The rate's still high compared to July 1st. In Kansas, the monthly positivity rate is staying at 10.3%. And the health department in Johnson County, Kansas is hosting walk-in vaccination clinics. People can stop by the 2 locations you see there listed on your screen today to get your first or second dose of the vaccine. As always, the shots are free. If you cannot make it today, the county does host daily vaccine clinics at the health department's office in Mission. You don't need an appointment for those clinics. If you have been vaccinated but you still get the coronavirus, well, what are your chances of having long haul syndrome? The symptoms include things like brain fog, lethargy, loss of taste and smell that lasts for months. Well, doctors at the University of Kansas Health System say that though it's speculation right now, they believe that vaccinated people will fare better than those who aren't.
We do believe that your risk of getting long haul is decreased if you're vaccinated. We also believe that if you do get it, overall the symptoms are going to be less. The quality of life will be better than if you were unvaccinated getting long haul symptoms.
Dr. Hawkinson there says that more time will allow doctors to know for sure, but so far signs point to vaccinated people who get COVID having fewer long-term effects from the disease. Also, local schools are starting to share their case numbers 1 week after the final big districts made their return. Our KBC9's Matt Evans talks with doctors about those numbers and what parents should know.
As kids are back in class and COVID-19 continues to spread, leading medical experts say COVID in schools should be expected.
You're going to see kids get COVID in class, and they're going to catch it at home, and they're going to go to school and somebody's going to discover they're infected. Or they'll be going to school and they are infected, but because early there aren't any symptoms, they could be in school and spreading.
Dr. Ross McKinney is a pediatric disease expert and the chief scientific officer at the Association of American Medical Colleges. And he says mitigation measures should help slow the virus.
But the good news is there's very little spread in the school situation when kids are wearing the mask.
Outside of the classroom, Dr. McKinney and the AAMC have now partnered with the CDC in an effort to get more people vaccinated.
The CDC found that they were having difficulty communicating to a lot of different groups about vaccination and why people should be vaccinated.
They're doing outreach and community events all across the country, trying to dispel rumors and help people weigh the risks and the benefits of the vaccine.
I'm a doctor. My job is to make people feel better, have longer, healthier lives. And vaccination is the way to do it.
In Kansas City, Matt Evans, KMBC 9 News.
Dr. McKinney, who you heard from there, also says that his organization is working to restore the fractured relationship between the medical community and some Americans, which is essential to ending the pandemic. There's some promising news from Children's Mercy Hospital. They're starting to see the number of hospitalized kids go down. They say that with the return to school, COVID-19 cases are to be expected, not just from the classrooms, but the extra activities after the final bell.
There are going to be some cases, right? Because kids aren't just in school. They're also playing football and other sports, and they're getting together outside of school. So, we know that masks prevent the transmission in schools and really support that.
And right now, 7 kids are at the hospital at Children's Mercy. 3 of them are in the ICU.